guys? We're on the dyno here. So it's loud. Can't hear it, so make it quick. We are going to do a small stock pull on the new Raptor 700. We're going to watch this airfield curve and look at the power. And then we're going to do a pull without the airbox down. All right. Let's look at this power curve. See what we're dealing with, all stock. Let me fix this. Alright, there we go. Clean that up a little bit so we can see what's going on. Bike's fan is running. Alright. So 45.5 horsepower stock. And at idle, this bike's super lean. You see on the screen where it's running in the yellow and red at low RPM. But at full throttle, it's actually rich. 11.6, 11.8, 11.5, 11.7. Now every bike may vary, so we're just going off of what this one is here. Camera's trying to focus, so it's doing crazy stuff. Alright, I'm gonna pull this airbox lid off and we're gonna do another run and see where this air fuel goes, see where the power goes. Now this low end right here, how it's pretty jagged, that is from me doing this one-handed. So holding the phone camera here and doing this one-handed, you know, it's easier to do it like this than with the tripod and have to keep moving that around. So let's pull this off of here. Airbox lid off. Bike's all stock with the fuel in it from the dealer. So most of the places around here run clear gas that doesn't have ethanol in it. So you can take that into account too. A little bit of change on tuning. Alright, let's get these air compressor going. And let's do another run here, see what happens. Alright, back to the noise. Alright, you can see how lean that idle is. That's really bad. Let's see. Alright. Let's make some notes here. All stock. Oh, sorry about that. Air off. Alright, let's go back to see which runs we had on our first setup. Tree view. Alright, so those are our first 3 runs. Let's take a look at each of those. Very similar, I would say. Let's just go with this red curve. Seems to have the best overall curve on it. A little bit more here, a little bit more here. So I'm going to take these other ones off. Close and close. And then we're going to go back and look at the ones with the air lid off. And see what we got there. So it looks like that first run was actually the best one. Probably because it was cooler at the time. So we will take off those 2. Now we just got the best of both. Alright, so just pulling that airbox lid off is netting almost 3 horsepower. Peak, we're seeing almost 3 in the power band. Let me see. Close. Crap option. Alright. So we're seeing pretty good gains everywhere. There's 2.5 up in the top end. Between the red, which was stock, and the blue lid off. Wish this camera would stop trying to focus. Right here is 4 in that mid-range, which is a pretty big deal. And that air fuel curve is still on the rich side. So on this machine, it would be safe to run it without the airbox lid on, and you pick up quite a bit of power. So every bike could be different. The tune-up from the factory can be different due to changes in the sensor parameters, but this is what we're seeing on this bike, and it's probably the same with many others. So yeah, there you have it. I got over 3.5 foot-pounds of torque and 3 horsepower almost. Huge gains everywhere just pulling off that airbox lid. So we'll go on to a few other modifications, see how far we can take it, and stay on the stock tune. I think the low throttle idle, where there's no load, it is really lean. It's really lean stock. That didn't really changing the air filter setup. So until we see a big difference there, I'll note that at that time. But right now, seems like you can do this modification without any issues. So, all right, guys.